What do fussy babies and ADHD kids have in common? We are hearing from parents that their pediatrician told them that their baby will just grow out of colic. But here's what they're not telling you. They don't just grow out of colic, they grow into other challenges. The endless crying, the back arching, the sleepless nights. These aren't just phases that magically disappear. They're warning signs from your baby's nervous system that something deeper is happening. Another thing we see every week in our office is when parents come in with 7-year-olds struggling with sensory issues, ADHD, or anxiety. And when we dig into their history, there it is. They were colicky babies. The same stress that caused colic at 3 months old is now causing meltdowns at 7 years old. The labels changed, but the problem never left. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why birth interventions create nearly all colic cases, how the vagus nerve controls everything from digestion to development, why babies arch their backs, hint, it's not just gas, the exact progression from colic to chronic childhood challenges, and how to finally help your baby heal at the source. Take Lennon's story, for example. Before chiropractic care, he was the definition of a colicky baby. Reflux, couldn't sleep, constantly irritable, stiff and arching. He would cry nonstop in any car ride. His mom felt completely overwhelmed and helpless. But here's what makes Lennon's case even more revealing. He also had a kidney condition that doctors were monitoring for surgery. After addressing the nervous system stress, not only did his colic disappear, but his kidneys started healing on their own. His mom now says, everyone comments how he was so happy and seems like I got lucky with an easy baby. I will always tell people they should have seen him before chiropractic care. He's a completely different baby now. Even his doctors were shocked when his kidneys improved without intervention. Most people think colic is just a digestive issue. Gas, indigestion, food sensitivities. That's accurate, but incomplete. The digestive system is completely under the control of the nervous system. Think of the nervous system as your baby's air traffic controller. It coordinates every function in the body. When that controller gets stressed, everything starts backing up. The vagus nerve is the master nerve that travels from the brainstem all the way down through the neck, controlling the esophagus, stomach, and intestines. When birth trauma stresses this nerve, digestion literally gets stuck. That's why we need to change the word colic to what it really is, stuck. Babies get stuck in the birth canal. Stress gets stuck on the nervous system. Digestion gets stuck. Your baby stays stuck in distress. It's at this point we need to discuss one hidden trigger that no one discusses, and that is birth trauma. In our practice, we've noticed that nearly 100% of colicky babies have experienced birth trauma through interventions like C-sections, forceps, vacuum extraction, or even inductions. These interventions create physical stress on the upper neck where the vagus nerve originates. Because even before birth, stress starts building. The umbilical cord acts like a power cord transferring mom's stress directly to baby's developing nervous system. If mom felt anxious or stressed during pregnancy, baby's nervous system was already on high alert. The physical tension from birth gets stuck specifically in two places, the upper neck area and the middle of the back. That's why colicky babies arch their backs and stiffen their necks. They're literally trying to stretch out the tension, just like you do after sitting at a desk all day. Your baby is signaling through their body language that the problem isn't their stomach, it's in their spine and nervous system. This is then perpetuated by what we call the perfect storm of stressors. And here's the progression we see over and over. That colicky baby from 0 to 6 months old becomes that little child with chronic ear infections between the ages of 6 to 18 months. This then leads to speech delays when they're 18 to 36 months, leading to sensory processing issues between the ages of 3 to 5 years old, creating ADHD and anxiety at 5 to 10 years old. Each stage involves the same stuck stress on the nervous system, just showing up differently as your child develops. The colic didn't go away, it transformed. All those antibiotics for ear infections destroy the gut, while steroids and nebulizers amp up nervous system stress even more. Now you have a child heading toward emotional dysregulation and behavioral challenges. Trying therapy without addressing the nervous system is like pushing a car with the parking brake on. You might see some movement, but you're working against a fundamental block. Your baby doesn't need more labels or medications. They need their nervous system to shift from stressed to balanced. When we help release that stuck tension from birth, babies like Lennon transform from crying constantly to being content and happy. The earlier we address it, the faster they heal. That's the beauty of neuroplasticity in infants. You've already tried everything else. Now it's time to address the real cause. Click the link in our bio, comment below, or send us a DM to schedule your baby's neurological evaluation with Dr. Steven at Crossroads Chiropractic here in Delaware, Ohio. Your child isn't broken, they're stuck, and we know exactly how to help them get unstuck. We're here to provide you with the hope, answers, and help because that's what your family deserves.